you put so much stress on first periods, and I know you give it up again tonight, but beyond giving up the first goal, you had to be happy with the way things went the first period, maybe the best first you've had quite a while.
Yeah, I think we were pretty predictable. Had a little bit of a game plan, and the guys, it was good. I thought the forecheck was good, and obviously some good, nice goals, some good shots, some nice plays. So it was good start.
It felt like more plays or attempts at plays off the rush than earlier in the season. Was it something that you guys saw in the pre-scout? Is it something you're going to kind of want to put a little bit more emphasis on moving forward?
Well, we're last two games we're confronting more at the blue. That's how you get odd man rush chances, right? If you back in, it's hard to get odd man rushes, and then once we counterattacked, then you take off. So that's where I felt the last couple of games getting more of those type of goals or those chances.
In a game like this where you're literally scoring at record-breaking paces, how do you manage that energy so that you can stay consistent throughout all three periods?
Yeah, no, it's hard because you fill the net early, and then I thought we got a little bit loose after that. To be honest, they started to come at us. I thought Vladdy was excellent tonight. I thought he had some chances that they had some really good chances. So but to me it's a learning lesson. I like obviously the win. I'm happy, but I still believe that we gave them some stuff that we shouldn't. We were poking and going. I thought we got a little bit loose. So, but it's good to it's a learning lesson when you win. It doesn't suck as much.
I know that ultimately you've been stressing don't take shots unless there's guys and bodies at the net. But tonight it looked like guys were a little bit more willing to take shots, and that necessarily wasn't there. Was that something you guys have talked about, and did you like to see that?
Yeah, well, East-West plays, right, to an open guy. I mean, those are the best goals to score in the league. A weak side shots and goals. That's why defensively I hate those type of goals. Like you don't want to give a weak side. Same thing. So you wanted to get those type of goals like the Cates to Forrester. I mean, that's just a beautiful goal. It's hard, it's a hell of a shot, tough for the goalie post to post. But going down the wing and having no play, it happened a couple times. Just throwing it on the goalie makes no sense. To me, it makes no sense. So I thought the quality of shots that we did were good. But pounding the puck in the middle of the ice, always shoot the puck in the middle of the ice.
What were your thoughts on the Drysdale-Andre partnership tonight?
I thought Drysdale was our best player tonight. First, I don't know with this. I don't even know if it's his stats, points or not. I really don't. But for defending, he was our best defender by far. I thought, and I think Andre too. Andre is not scared to go in the corners. I thought those two guys were really defending hard.
Obviously, you're not gonna, have games where you're scoring 3 goals in 26 seconds very often.
Sure.
But is there something to be said about, when a team starts to learn how to win, they have that killer instinct where you recognize when a team's maybe on the ropes and you just go right back at them the way you guys did, getting those 2 goals right after the first one?
Yeah, that's a big thing. I would say, when you have a team that's you got them, because that team can come back. They tried. They had some chances there. They score a goal. It might be a 1 goal. Who knows, right? But that's why you have to bear down. That's why you got to stay structured in your system. But it was nice to have that killer instinct, and there were some nice goals. Even when they were pushing that 5-3, getting that breakaway and Trevor putting it in, it's a big goal for us.
You talked about Maffei's play away from the puck. On his goal, it looks like he reads the play well to go and jump up into open space like that. Is that more of what you're looking for from him when he's going to take chances like that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the perfect play. That's when you want to go. Yeah, definitely. It was good play by him, yes.
What's your assessment of the first quarter of the season and, good things, maybe the things you have to work on?
Yeah, really proud of the guys, this year. There's pockets of the game, listen, give them a new system, give them some new stuff. We've changed some stuff around here, and for them to buy in and take that information, it's hard because we're throwing a lot of stuff at these guys. So I'm proud of that. But when the pressure hits us, I think we got to handle it better. Execution, missed passes. When teams press us, that's when they're most vulnerable. So if we can somehow execute a play, one play or two, we're going to have those odd man rushes or something. It seems like we don't make those plays when the pressure hits us, and then we're hemmed in our end. That's the only thing, I guess, is the something that we got to strive, is that and a little bit more along the walls of winning some battles. But I'm being picky, but being picky, that's winning hockey, right? So we got to continue to press that in this group. The accountability, we all, as coaches too, we have to be involved in this for ourselves.
How nice is it to have balanced scoring? You had 3 points that contributed tonight.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought the Obbs line again. I thought Obbs had a good game. Like he I don't know, it was off the score sheet, but I thought he forechecked well, held some pucks. It's nice when you can get some minutes to those guys. But yeah, balance offense was great.
The building got really loud when you had the flurry of goals. How much does that
Sorry.
early in the first when you had the flurry of goals, the building got real loud? How much does that play into letting the home team keep the momentum and keep up the energy?
Well, I've heard that. I've lived it here. This crowd, when they get something to cheer about, it's loud. It's one of the, and we're trying to get that momentum. We're trying to win these. Give this a good product. On the ice with the crowd, right? They're a big part of it. So we got to continue to push the envelope and get these guys on our side because they want to believe in our team, and that starts on the ice with us.
You talked a little bit about through 20 games.
Yeah.
I know you weren't here last year, but your goals against are really down from last year. Have you been pretty pleased with just the goal prevention standpoint of how you guys are playing?
Yeah, play without the puck. Yes, I have. I've seen some really good things. I mean, obviously the goalies have been really good for us, but I like the fact when we're being aggressive, smart aggressive, right? And then there's pockets where we run around. That's the one thing we got to. There's a difference between playing good defense and running around. And we got a little bit running around, but that's a work in progress. But you look at the Drysdale. I think Yorkie's defended well this year. Drysdale, Sandy. I think like go down the list. I thought an Andre who's really improved his game. So if we can continue to play well without the puck. Give our goalies, sight lines, let them play half the net, then we can, work on other stuff. But yeah, I do like the play without the puck.
Thanks,
guys.
Thanks.